Hey everybody, it's a loyal gamer, and I figured I'd go ahead and make the response video right now, even though it's been like 3 weeks, almost a month since I did that one video where I asked you guys to do video responses to that video in order to ask me questions. So if you submitted a video response that basically had questions in them, I would answer them in video format. So first off, I'd like to sort of ask for your forgiveness in a way because, um, it's been a really crazy past month. Really, just this month has just been just nuts. It's just been eating away from me. There's so much that's happened. I don't even want to get into it, but God, just a lot just happened, and I couldn't really like do LPs. I just had to put them on the back burner as usual. But thankfully, this is my final semester here at college, and uh, for the most part, after spring break is done, because spring break is right now. I spent the entire day sleeping. It was great, but for the most part, spring break is going to be over. Within a week from now, I might host a stream next Friday. Not too sure about that, but I want it to. It's going to be a pretty big event, and I want all of you guys to be there if I'm having it, because I haven't streamed in a half a year, at least. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that maybe, if you guys are interested in that. And yes. So basically, over this next week, which is going to be my spring break again, I plan to finish my Let's Play on Pokemon Blue version. So basically, what that will do is that will leave two Let's Plays over. I will basically be finishing up Panzer Dragoon Saga and Arc the Lad Twilight of the Spirits. No, contrary to popular belief, I didn't really forget about those Let's Plays. I still have them planned out. I still have to do discs 2 through 4 of Panzer Dragoon Saga, and I still have a lot to do with Arc the Lad. But once those LPs are done, I plan on moving into more Spyro games, and I'm probably going to start doing Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Definitely, yeah, because I was practicing that, and for the most part, it was pretty simple. I would definitely start doing that. I might do Gen 2 Pokemon. Yeah, I'll probably do like Gold version or Crystal version or something like that, Um, but again, you never know. But in terms of time, I've just been doing like a lot of studying crap. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon in my free time with my uber awesome 3DS right here, and yeah, lots of Pokemon Black. Specifically, I've been really getting a lot of good Pokemon on that file. So yes. Anyway, without getting off of too much of a tangent here, let's the questions begin. Let's get rolling. Come on.
I'm making this video, as you can tell by the title, as a response to a Loyal Gamer's 3-year update video, which he said he would make. What do you call it? He would do a FAQ video, and he would like video responses for that. So to him, I would like to apologize first off, because I know I'm not using a webcam like he asked to, but I don't really do very well on camera, and I would like just a personal preference. I would like not to show my face, so I'm sorry that I'm using my profile picture for this. And the other thing I'd like to apologize for is the fact that I'm speaking so low because everybody else in the house is asleep right now, and I'm pretty much the only one awake and don't want to wake anybody else up. So, on with the questions. My first question for you is, how did you come up with the username A Loyal Gamer?
How did I start off with the username A Loyal Gamer? To be honest, I have no idea. Even back then, I didn't really know what to call myself. I knew that I wanted to start a YouTube channel so I could start favoriting videos instead of having to revisit them all the time. And it got to a point where I was getting so involved in like the online communities. Pardon me, but I don't know. I just wanted a YouTube channel, and I didn't really know what else to call it other than I love gaming. I'll always be loyal to gaming, so I just said, okay, a loyal gamer, whatever. I didn't really put much thought into it, but yeah, I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
And as for my second question, because I this is just like my sort of tendency is, and I would like to know this about some people, is that I should really stop this right now, but I'm gonna keep it going because I've done so many takes of this already. My other question is, what is your favorite type of movie? And if you can possibly answer this, what is your favorite film?
So, what is my favorite type of movie and what is my favorite type of film? Well, that's two questions there, mister. Those are two separate questions, but I won't count it against you. I guess I sort of like the whole, dystopian type of movies, where, it would be like reflecting on how like society sort of degenerated over time, or I don't know, like some weird crap, something that's a bit interesting, in that sense. Mm, I don't really like movies with effects in them, like the whole Avatar thing. Anything made by Michael Bay, Transformers or things with explosions in them. Nah, I don't really like those movies at all. I don't think a lot of people do. Um, I guess Avatar, yeah, and Avatar was all right with what it did with 3D, but ultimately, that's what it was to me. It was like a 3D gimmick. So yeah, didn't really get into movies like that either. Uh, Again, I like movies like The Matrix. I guess The Lord of the Rings would be an exception to the whole dystopian theme because, well, it's in a fictional world and it's based off of a novel, as well. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of good movies I love to watch, even if they aren't dystopian. Like, I was just getting back into Good Will Hunting. That's such an amazing movie, is Good Will Hunting. Hmm. To be honest, I don't know. Other than dystopian films catching my eye, I really don't know what else whatever else interests me, other than the whole dystopian thing. But I do like films outside of that theme as well. I also tend to like abstract films. Maybe some films like documentary films as well. Films that sort of serve as like as an ethnography of like a particular culture or community. But yeah, this answer sort of dragged on enough. But right now, I really don't have like a favorite film. I just have like a collective pool of favorite films. And to answer your other question, yeah, I tend to hover more towards dystopian themed films.
Okay, so I have four questions I want to ask you tonight. Are you planning to get the Wii U? And if you do, will it be at launch or a couple months afterwards?
All right. Will I get the Wii U at launch? Hmm. That depends. I'm really pissed that they called it the Wii U. I heard they were changing the name, but I really hope they do. Really, like, oh my god, like the Wii U is the dumbest name ever. I think everybody can agree on that. Um, but in terms of what the Wii U offers, its capabilities, the fact that it does 1080p video, even in its video games natively, that's crazy. That really is crazy, and I cannot wait for some games to take advantage of that. It's definitely going to be a more powerful console. I don't know if it's going to be more powerful than the PlayStation 3, but I think it'll definitely be more powerful than the 360. Um, I don't know. PlayStation 3 is really powerful, but yeah, I think that the Wii U is very promising in terms of hardware, in terms of the games that's going to be going on it. Because with their whole thing, with Nintendo's whole thing, they want like the hardcore gamers that they've lost over the years. They're trying to do that with Pokemon too recently. It's been pretty effective with Pokemon Black and White. So I sort of appreciate what Nintendo is doing because they don't want to be dismissed as like a kid console anymore, you know, which is a problem that has plagued them since the late 90s, I will have to admit. Not that it's made them any worse. It's just that that's just the way things have been, and they're just trying to reverse the tides, I guess. So, hey, you know, whatever works is whatever. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, no matter what Nintendo does, it'll always be the most successful in my book. So, will I actually get the console at launch? Depends on the games that are released. If any of the games interest me, then I will definitely get the Wii U. If they create another Smash Brothers that I actually like, and that is actually better than Brawl, not so much appealing more to casual gamers, but more like competitive, like Melee was, then yeah, I'll buy the Wii U, because to be honest, Brawl is complete shit. I'm going to say that right now. Brawl is shit. And if they can create another Smash Brothers that is going to be a lot better, then I will definitely buy the Wii U. As a matter of fact, the only reason why I got the GameCube is because of Melee. So, yeah. Yep, that answers your question.
Who is currently your favorite LPer?
Who is my favorite Let's Player? I don't really have a favorite Let's Player right now. I don't really watch a lot of Let's Players anymore, to be honest. Which is something that I really need to, like, bring myself around with, because there's a lot of good shit that's being uploaded right now. And there's a lot of people that I have to catch up with. But that's just the thing, is that I have so many friends now that it's just hard to keep up with any one of them anymore. And a lot of people upload like crazy. Unlike me, who rarely ever uploads. But I obviously have my reasons behind that, and that's because I have other priorities in my life that I need to take care of right now. But to answer your question, the only Let's Player that I've really watched, and I guess I should say Let's Players, because these are two people who run this channel, is Retsupre. I do enjoy their content very much. I've been enjoying their content for years. I've been subscribed to them for years, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Diabetes at PAX Prime last year. So to answer your question, yeah, I guess meeting him like sort of put into place that, you know, Retsupre sort of is my favorite, because, you know, after meeting him and, you know, shaking his hand a few times, it's kind of weird, but I don't know, like, I just have like so much respect for him. Like, he's such a cool guy, and, you know, he's really chill. He's almost like me, you know, just sort of like, you know, whatever. And yeah, I mean, right now I think they're on top for me, because they always make me laugh, you know. They don't, I don't know, there's just something about the way they do stuff, like with the way they review like other Let's Plays and other walkthroughs. They don't do just Let's Plays either. They do walkthroughs. Sometimes they do really crappy Flash games. So, yeah, I mean, they have like a bit of content to work with, so they just don't do the same thing like repetitively. It's nice that they oftentimes diverge into, you know, different genres of videos. So yeah, like, big props to Retsupre. I mean, they've pretty much, I don't know, they're just fun to watch, I guess. I guess that's all I have to say about that.